Hey everyone, Justin Smith there, scouting and recruiting analyst for Touchdown Alabama. Thank you guys so much for joining me today on our YouTube channel. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, subscribers to that notification bell. Be notified when we drop content on our YouTube channel. Today I am here to update Arch Manning's recruitment. The 5-star quarterback out of Newman High School just wrapped up an official visit to the University of Alabama over the weekend. He's set to officially visit Texas this upcoming weekend. He officially visited the University of Georgia before coming to Tuscaloosa on last weekend. By now, everyone knows who Arch Manning is. He's a 5-star quarterback, the #1 player in the 2023 recruiting class, and he's also the nephew of Peyton Manning, the NFL Hall of Famer, the grandson of Archie Manning, who's also an NFL Hall of Famer and a Super Bowl quarterback, 2-time Super Bowl winning quarterback, and Eli Manning. And his dad also had a pretty successful high school career, was set to have look as if he was going to have a decent college career as well when you take a look at Cooper Manning. So his lineage is strong when you take a look at Arch Manning. And like I said, he's the #1 player no matter what recruiting site you take a look at. He's going to be the #1 player in the 2023 recruiting class, and obviously the #1 quarterback as well. But just updating his recruitment, he actually took that official visit to Tuscaloosa over the weekend. Actually was on campus when the Crimson Tide were hosting 8 other official visitors. 4 of those other guys were 5-star prospects, so 5-star recruits were in Tuscaloosa over the weekend. I'm going to post this picture up. You guys see that picture. And a guy who's not in the picture who actually spent some time around Arch Manning is Olas Alanine, the 4-star offensive lineman out of Windsor, Connecticut. He's the one who took the selfie picture with Arch Manning that went viral because this was the first time that we saw Arch Manning in an Alabama uniform ever. We haven't seen him in that uniform, so maybe it's a glimpse of the future, who knows. But Olas Alanine had an opportunity to catch up with him after his official visit to Tuscaloosa. You guys can check out my interview story with him on our website. But he told me that all those guys were bonding. He had an opportunity to meet Arch Manning. He said it was great to meet him. But he said all of them were bonding over the future, talking about how they feel about the next step in their recruitment. And it seemed like Arch Manning was having a good time during his official visit to Tuscaloosa. But moving forward in his recruitment, there's a lot to consider and there's a lot to discuss. First, looking at Alabama's situation, they do have a verbal commitment from 4-star quarterback Eli Holstein, but they are totally leaving the door open to add another quarterback, continuing to look at Arch Manning, also continuing to look at 4-star quarterback Dylan Lonergan. With Eli Holstein verbally committed, the 6'4" quarterback out of Zachary High School in Zachary, Louisiana, he has an opportunity to be a special talent at the next level. So the Crimson Tide will be just fine if Eli Holstein is the only quarterback they sign. But they really like Arch Manning. They have recruited him really well. They feel really good about him, and that is the reason why they're going to continue to recruit him in the 2023 recruiting class until he announces a commitment, possibly signed. Because if he announces a commitment, they may still continue to push unless he tells them to back off. But taking a look at the other programs who are recruiting him really hard, who he had took an official visit to one, and he has that official visit set up to Texas this upcoming weekend. But taking a look at Georgia, they are really all in on Arch as well. He looks as if he's their top quarterback target in the 2023 recruiting class. They do not have a quarterback commit at the moment, so they are all in my opinion. I think they're going to try to cater to Arch Manning, let him be the only quarterback who they will sign in the 2023 recruiting class. I feel the same way about Texas, but Texas is really interesting. I know a lot of people, when they talk about the Texas Longhorns recruiting Arch Manning, they like to talk about the big NIL deal that will possibly come from the Texas Longhorns, which we have seen. Some of their players have great NIL deals. Just taking a look at their running back, Bijan Robinson. So they have that on the table. They're also going totally all in on Arch because he is literally the only quarterback who they have offered in the 2023 recruiting class. This is not the first time we have seen the University of Texas do this. They did it when Vince Young was a recruit. He said if he was the only quarterback who they got a commitment from, he would be their only quarterback. So Arch Manning is in that particular situation. He's the only quarterback who they are going after in this 2023 recruiting class. So they are catering totally towards pulling him in. So taking a look at Georgia, Alabama, and Texas, those are the three schools who look to be his top three at the moment. I think he is still leaving the door open for Ole Miss. Obviously, he has a lot of family ties to that program with his dad attending Ole Miss, also his uncle and his granddad, so he has a lot of ties to Ole Miss, as we all know, and I think he's going to leave that door open. I think that it's going to be something that he's going to just continue to consider just based on his family history with the program. But in my opinion, his top three is the schools he has officially visited already, and also the school he's set to officially visit this weekend in the Texas Longhorns. And we've seen in other guys' recruitment, most guys who have their official visits planned during the summer, they usually want to announce a commitment before their senior seasons begin. I think this is something that we could see from Arch Manning, and if that does come to fruition, he will most likely choose between the Crimson Tide, the Texas Longhorns, and the Georgia Bulldogs. And it's hard to say who exactly leads in this recruitment, in my opinion. Like I said, he does not do many interviews. His social media footprint is very small. His recruitment has been pretty private, one of the more private recruitments I have ever seen, and you definitely understand why. His popularity is crazy now, and like I said, he has made no effort to basically increase his popularity. So if a decision was to come during the summer, it will most likely come down between the Georgia Bulldogs, the Texas Longhorns, and the Alabama Crimson Tide. We will see how things play out in the future with that official visit to Texas coming up this weekend. You guys can leave your comments. Which program you think will pick up Arch Manning? Are you excited about the possibility that the Crimson Tide could bring in Manning or Eli Holstein? I do want to hear your thoughts, but I did just want to get on here and discuss his recruitment, update things with that official visit coming up, with him coming off of two official visits. Also just taking a look at Georgia and Texas push for him. In my opinion, both schools are going all in on him as well, especially Texas, only quarterback they have offered. Thank you guys so much for joining me today on our YouTube channel. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button as well. Hit that notification bell if you are a subscriber. As always, I am Justin Smith, the scouting and recruiting analyst for Touchdown Alabama.